Hey, what up? How's it going? We're back. We're doing it again. Streaming, that is. A little bit later than usual this week, chat. Sorry about that. Reasons being, I had a prior work, well, not prior, but I had a work commitment to attend to. So that's what I did. So starting at 5. And we're doing some Sesame Street Fighter. That's right. We're going to finish this Akuma today. This Henry Akuma. Monstrosity. Right here. That's what we're going to do today. And then I still haven't finished the done the Sonic Boom situation on the Guile, so we're going to have to do... We might do that today as well if we get all of this done. Gang. Exactly. Fridge gang. Where you at? What up, Adam? How you doing? How's life treating you? I notice your beard is somewhat missing. Yeah, got rid of it. Cut it off. Didn't need it. It's getting in the way of my handsome face. It's not true. Yeah. Just wanted to try something new, you know? With the short hair. What about short hair and no beard? Problem is now is though, I've got like a wedding in a bit over a week. Which probably isn't enough time to grow a good beard back. Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. So I might have to commit to this for a couple weeks now. We'll see. Sent all the pieces off now. Waiting for further edits. I might have to resize. Yeah, I'd love to say you've seen the end of it, but we both know there is often amendments to be made. It's too light. What if we just pull it a bit more green and do that? Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. When's the deadline? Friday. Then you don't have to worry about it ever again, right? Legally speaking. If you've honoured your contract. I can't remember where... Oh yeah, we wanted it to come from like here, the light, right? That's kind of the idea. It's probably not actually going to be that much of this lighter shade on this one, chat. Especially if it's going to be in the background. Like, you don't want it to take too much away from the rest of the stuff. Asked about the side of her, vague about... have a meeting next week with the printers on after that. I have to hand it all in on Saturday. Yeah, exactly. I get the feeling you're going to be working on this next week, Adam. I hate to break it to you. I'm just getting that sense. Wow, do you see that lag then, my computer? That bodes well, doesn't it? I have that feeling as well, yeah. It seems pretty written in stone, doesn't it? Just think about once it's done, you won't ever have to look at those pages ever again. Just putting food on, fair play. It's not going to be the most enthralling stream today, chat. I hate to break that to you. It's a lot of Really boring covering in. But it's got to get done. Especially when we've already done the darker shade, it's like I don't even really have to think about where I'm putting the light. It's just brain dead. Just put some here, put some there. It's the kind of work where you have to just sort of switch your brain off and let it rock, you know? Why won't you let me select this? There we go. No. Like, that could already be the blue done, right there. We could get this done very quickly, chat. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum-dum. This could be a very short one today. We'll see. We will see. We need to lighten up this colour. Put more blue in it. It's not enough different. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. I suppose we could always start on the Ryumo one if we get this done super quick. Could do that today. We'll see. Maybe I'm being overly optimistic about how long this is actually going to take. Maybe it's deceiving me with the early speed. We might hit a roadblock when we get to do half turns or something. That'd be wow, wouldn't it? Yeah, again down these bits, like down on the legs, I just don't think there's going to be that much. You need that much of the highlight. It's going to distract too much from the central areas here, right? Keep it darker down there with just those tones. Probably work. Probably work just fine. Do we think? I think so. Okay, now we've got to do a bit of this brown. Bit of this here brown. It's not light enough. Do you? It's a bit too big. Bum 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 bum. And then this one. Again, I just don't think we need that much doing with this layer of colour. Just a bit here and there is all you need sometimes, you know? Just a little dot here, a little dot there. Just to brighten up, give you an extra tone there of shade. That's all you need. That's all you ruddy need, chap. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Oops. Just need to pump it out. I'm gonna have to go close that curtain, it's too bright. Sorry about that. What's occurring? Not much. Apart from my corneas burning out because of the sunlight. Not a great deal. We're doing some more Sesame Street Fighter stuff. Just colouring in, finishing off colouring in this bad mama jamma right here. Henry Akuma. That's the job for today. Okay, I guess we move on to halftones then. Oh, jeez, that was way quicker than I thought it would be. I've also only gone and forgotten what halftone pen we used. Again, chat, I never remember these things. I'm the worst for it. So we need to find one that we did earlier. Bum 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 bum. Where is it? There it is. Sesame Street Fighter. Let's load up Count Bison, the OG. There he is. And let's on this layer try and work out what pen we used. I think it was this one. And would you believe it was? Incroyable. Yeah, let's do the blues first. And we're just going to go in and create some additional shadows for an extra tone. So you have this dark area here and this lighter area here, and you're basically creating a transition between the two, essentially, or at least adding an extra layer of shade between the two of those two extremes, right? And then you can come in with a lighter one into some of these areas to kind of lighten some of these bits up as well. Basically, it's just a mix of those two ideas. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Again, it's not the most entertaining part of the process, chat. I grant you that. But we're just gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid. We're just gonna have to get through it together. Not every stream is going to be a mile a minute, chat. But in the interests of having the whole process recorded, it's probably worth doing, right? Plus it gives you a sense of like what drawing is actually about. Like it's a lot of boring. I can entertain you with my wit and repartee, maybe, but I don't know. It's a lot of pressure to perform, you know, all the time. Sometimes I just want to chill out, chat. Sometimes I'm not feeling very witty or repartee-y. Oops, sorry about that. It's just the way it goes, you know? Ba 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 bum, ba ba bum. And it has kind of a bit of a throw together at the last minute this stream because obviously normally I do it at 2 o'clock. Couldn't do that today. So, but didn't plan what I was going to do. Didn't even know if I was going to stream today, but figured, hey, for consistency's sake, let's just fucking get through it, right? Jeez, gee whiz. Back. What food did you make? And how'd it go? Did you burn your house down? Hope not. But if you do, hey, that means you don't have to work on your book anymore for a while, right? Or at least it's an excuse as to why it might be late, right? Yeah, look, I'd love to make those edits that you've suggested there. But unfortunately, my house is currently on fire. So if you just give me, you know, 2 to 3 working days to sort that out, it'd be great. Homemade chips with some fish and broccoli for my neighbour's from my neighbour's garden. They're growing broccoli. Mad. What a world. Sounds incredible. And I want it. Quite frankly. I want that. My dinner is likely to be far less exciting than that. I'm imagining some fashion of chicken pasta will be what I end up consuming tonight. It's the way it goes sometimes. Didn't even know you could grow broccoli. No. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. Ew, not purple stem. Wow. No. No. The green stuff is about as far as I will go, quite frankly. Think so. Look at it. Should try it. In fact, I'm sure you have. I have eaten it before. I have. Contrary to popular belief, I do sometimes eat vegetables. It happens. Man, I need to get back into shape, you know. I managed to get into and then out of shape over the course of both the lockdowns. Developed something of a beer belly, chat, which is not ideal, let me tell you. But it's nothing a bit of broccoli and some sit-ups won't fix, let me tell you. I hope. Tried and tested, that's what you gotta do. Eat your greens, do some sit-ups every once in a while. Broccoli plus sit-ups equals jacked. Exactly. That's the formula we all learned at school, right? I didn't pass maths or science, so who knows? You don't need either of those things to get jacked, though, so why would you bother, you know? Well, actually, you could argue that there is some science required, right? You can't bicep curl your brain. You can't. It can't be done, and you probably shouldn't be if you could either. I don't think that would be a very wise thing to do. The brain sort of isn't meant to be moved, really, is it? It's not meant to be tampered with. Why have you frozen, Photoshop? Por favor, eh? What's going on there? Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong gosh darn layer, that's why. You hate to see that. Also have the wrong colour somehow. Incredible. Just incredible news, that. Also, I imagine it would be incredibly painful if you could bicep curl your brain, you know? Although, you know, what's Megamind's secret? Right? If he's not working it, how is it growing so much? You know? Exercise your brain or you lose it. Yeah, but that's like not the same kind of exercise, is it? That's like... It's for nerds. It's nerd exercise. You know? Can't imagine that. Calling me a nerd. Maybe. I mean, how many sit-ups do you do a day, you know? If it's anything less than 100, you're a nerd. You'd never make the football team like that. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Man, we're almost done with this, you know. We're gonna have to find some other stuff to occupy our time with today, chat. Why is it giving me this weird grey colour? Come on now. Adam, if you're still about, have you downloaded The Starving Artist yet? No, you said you were going to do a practice stream before we did battle. I haven't, but I will. Okay. I don't know how much it is. I bought it on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale. I think it's like £6. Okay, it's fine. It's probably not worth a great deal more than that, to be honest. There's not a lot of content in that game. Turns out. It's fun. But I beat it in 4 hours. So, I mean... You know. I guess the replayability is the drawing tool, right? And seeing what you can do with it. But then just... Why don't you just draw? You know, just load up Photoshop, or even MS Paint would be technically a better tool than that. Seems to be the wrong WZ30. WZ30, very well. It's one of those very much one of those games where you kind of have to make your own fun, right? Like we will be doing with our Bob Ross stream. That adds replayability to the game. But like if I didn't stream, I don't know how excited I would be about going back and playing that game, you know? I feel like it's run its course already. But it's only £6, so you can't complain, right? You legally aren't allowed to complain unless it costs at least a tenner. That's the way it works. And I didn't just make that up on the spot. Hence the pause. That's genuine. That's the Steam rule. I don't make the rules. Steam makes them, okay? It's the way it is. If you want to be part of the PC Master Race, you've got to get with it, alright? You can't be complaining about a £6 game. It's not allowed. It's your fault for expecting anything more than £6 worth of game. It's in their T's and C's. It is, exactly. Did you read them? No, of course you didn't. No one does. And now you've got egg on your face. I don't know who I'm talking to. Myself, probably. But you know who you are. Dan. That's a Dan move, isn't it? Oh, wow. There we go. And with that chat, we may actually be done with Henry Akuma. That quickly. It took no time at all. Oh, we have to do the highlight, don't we? There's always a white. There's not always, but in the other ones we did, there were white edge lights. So let's get that done. How are we doing on audio and visual and all of the sync and the sound levels and stuff like that, chat? Do I need to change anything? If so, let me know. Because I won't know until afterwards when I watch this back and go, shit, the mic's too loud. All gravy. Okay, good. That's nice. That's real nice. That being said, the mic is never too loud. If anything, it's too quiet. Like, this is full volume right now. So, you know. It is what it is. We want to be super sparing with this. We don't want to distract too much. But just in some areas where the light's going to hit a peak. You know? You can add an extra bit of brightness. Curled up, that's why. That's fucking annoying. Whatever. Do you know when you're planning on doing your practice stream in the Starving Artist, Adam? Or is it all still up in the air depending on what happens with your book? Tuesday evening. I think, annoyingly, let me check. But I think I might be at work. Can you believe that? Or I might actually be free in the evening. I might be working the AM. But I'm definitely working on Tuesday. It was $6.99. Okay. I still don't think that's enough to complain. I think the rule is £10. Let me check my rotar. Oh, it's not actually been posted. But they showed me it today, and I'm pretty sure I'm working next Tuesday. I just don't know if it's AM or PM. If I had to guess, AM. If I had to guess. I'll see if I can claim it back on expenses. Yeah, see if you can. You might be able to. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. No! No! Forgot to do the grey in the eyes. How could we? What the fuck kind of time do you call this? An evening? Am I ready for my D&D session tomorrow? No, not really. I called this time 5:43 p.m. and the reason for that is I had to go into work, would you believe it? I had a meeting about going back and they could have picked any time this week. Oh, Dr. Troy with the Prime. Bareface Barry. Yeah, you know. You see. Thanks. Thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, so they could have picked any time this week on any day apart from the time they picked and it would have been fine, but they just happened to pick 1 to 3 on Wednesday, which is right when I want to stream. Sake. FFS. Nightmare. I know, those selfish bastards. Like, literally, they could have picked any other day and any other time and it would have been fine, and they picked the one time it would have been that I actually had something going on this week. Well, I guess tomorrow I'm busy as well. They're opening the 17th. Yeah, they are, yeah. They are. So I don't actually know what time I'm going to be streaming next week either, because they've put me on the Wednesday next week. I told them today I can't do Wednesdays again, which they seemed to have forgotten. But I might have to do next week. Which means I might have to do like either a really late stream or a really early stream. But we'll see. We will see. I mean, we could maybe do another day in the week, but I'm pretty busy all next week now. Which I suppose is a good thing, right? But I'll try and do a stream this weekend if I can fit one in, and that might make up for potentially having to do a short one next week. We'll see. We will see. How are you guys doing anyway? That's Troy and Weblin. How's things? How's life? I hope it's great. Hope it's everything you wanted and more. I think we might be done on this one. They give you your rota for when they open. I haven't technically been given the rota, but they showed me the rota today. And I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And they did have me on Saturday, but I moved it so because I'm going to a wedding right on the Sunday. And I could have just left. It was a Saturday morning, so I could have worked it and then just driven down on the evening, but it's just easier to get it off. And there were other people that wanted it. They slammed already. They've pretty much fully booked for the first Saturday back. They're fully booked, and then in the week there's a lot of bookings apparently, because they're only doing bookings. Although in function that means you can walk in. You just walk in and basically book a table right there and then. So it's going to be a bit hectic. We'll see. But hopefully I can find an hour or two to squeeze a stream in sometime next week. After that, it'll probably be alright because they're unfollowing everybody, not just me. And like what? Because last time it was like 2 of us that they unfollowed, so all the work was split between 2 people. But now they have to unfollow everybody, apparently. So we might be okay. We'll see. We will see. Cleaning up these edges before we move on to finishing up that guile, I guess, is the next thing we do. Hopefully all restrictions are lifted, right? Probably want to make sure everyone's coming back. Yeah, at that time it probably will be very busy again. It does feel weird though, going back after so long. Like. Bum 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 bum. This cord is driving me around the bend, chat. Look at this. It's wound up. I can't get it unwound. It just keeps winding itself back up. God damn it. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Oh, that's so much better. It was like really, it's like annoying. It was like wound around my arm for ages. Okay, right. Let's save this. That's edit. We want file. File save. It's already saved. Let's open up Bile. Our boy Bile. Here he is in all his glory. And let's do his Sonic Boom. I do need to know 3 things. Who's your favourite Street Fighter character? Who's your favourite Sesame Street character? Where is the mashup? I don't know who my favourite Street Fighter character is. The Street Fighter character I play the most is Cammy. But I don't know, I quite like Guile. He's dumb, right? And I like that Guile was made, because it's made by Capcom, right? Which are a Japanese company. And they made Guile specifically for American players, to appeal to Americans. So he's this American soldier, right? And his gameplay is super simple. They were like, Americans aren't going to be able to understand a complex character. So we're just going to make this really dumb, fucking simple American soldier guy with stupid hair for the Americans. So I quite like that. Who's my favourite Sesame Street character? I've got to confess, I don't remember a lot of Sesame Street. So I'm probably going to go with the OG of Elmo, I would say. And the crossover between those two did not exist this time. We went for Bert, for Guile, just purely on the basis of the hair. But we've used Elmo and Ryu together, the poster boys of both franchises, right? Oh my god, why is my zoom being a real pain in the arse? Here we go. So that's a future one. That's the next one we're going to do, I think. And my favourite of the mashups that we've done so far, I don't think it's even a competition, but it's whoa. Why does that zoom out to like a million things every time I keep... I'm just not going to use the zoom function. Let's fit on screen. It's this. It's Chun-Li and Big Bird together. Can't top it. Pay a large amount of money for a Cammy Elmo crossover. Yeah, probably. Thanks. This just is the best one. There's no two ways about it. I think, personally. Doing the spinning bird kick, I mean, come on. It writes itself. Right, let's find this. Where's the Sonic Boom that we had sketched up? Oh yeah, that's when we had to draw with our left hand. Hang on. Where's the line work? Is this the line work? No, it's here. And this is the left-handed line work. He's like wobbly. Some of it's not that bad actually. Anyway, where were we? Ah, that's what we need. There we go. Yeah, Cammy didn't make the cut this time round. I wanted to go for the really, like, the most famous Street Fighter characters. I just feel like Cammy didn't quite make it into that berth, as much as I like playing Cammy. Although that being said, I've been playing a lot of Lucia in Street Fighter 5, but she's basically just Cammy, but she has a fireball, so you get more stuff to do. You're not waiting around as long. Okay, I've got too many layers on this document, man. Okay, this Sonic Boom. We're gonna start labeling these layers because otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, Sonic Boom. And then we just made a new layer somewhere, this one. Sonic Boom Real. It's already a confusing layer system. We've only named 2 of them. Street Fighter or Tekken? Assuming Street Fighter, I have to ask. Yeah, Street Fighter. Never really played that much Tekken. Just didn't dig it. Mainly because I was used to Street Fighter and it's such a different experience having the third dimension really changes the gameplay a lot, and I just couldn't get my head around it. Plus I just kind of grew up on Street Fighter, right? So nowadays, I don't really mind playing Tekken, but I'm very aware that I'm not very good at it, and it's a long way to learn to get good at it, right? Maybe, you know, at some point I'll sit down and learn it, but for now, I'm grinding out in Street Fighter. Just trying to create some motion here for this Sonic Boom. I haven't really got much. Did we get any reference for what it looks like? Did. Basically, it makes this shape, right? Yeah, there you go. It's like that. Here it's kind of yellow and blue, but it's normally more of a green colour. So we'll go with green. Sonic Boom Real. That's the right layer. I don't know why this zoom thing keeps happening, but it's gonna start tilting me. Which we don't want. We don't want Angry Chris live on Twitch. Sonic Zoom. Don't make it fun. It's not a fun thing to happen. Do you think anyone's ever done like a Sonic the Hedgehog Guile crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog doing a Sonic Boom? I mean, I've thought of it, which implies that it exists, right? That's how the internet tends to work. You're gonna do it right, maybe. Maybe that's the next one. Actually, we'll do it later. Maybe that's the next Street Fighter based project. Although, we don't have to exclusively make Street Fighter drawings. If we don't want to. You've committed now. Yeah, but only to this project. Once this is over, we'll do something different. I mean, we can still do fan arty stuff, right? But I don't want the content to exclusively be Street Fighter. We need to try and branch out, capture more audiences, chat. It's really annoying that I can't tag it with Street Fighter when we do this on Twitch, right? Because it's content that Street Fighter fans would enjoy, you would think, right? Or at least they're the intended audience, but I can't put it out to them because of the way that Twitch works. It's a bit of a dumb system. Okay, that's the first bit. Now we got to do the bits that come off his hands as he does it. Can you tag Sesame Street? I don't think it came up as a tag. They're the real fans, aren't they? Just. I don't think it came up as a tag. Let me try it. I doubt it will, though. No. You can't even put, like, fighting games or anything like that in the tags. Unfortunately. Oops, that's the wrong... No, it is the right layer. It's just underneath the line work, so let's move it up. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm the target audience for this, right? This is basically catered for me, this challenge, or this project. been driving me around the bend. It's taking a lot longer than I had hoped it would. Man, this green is incredibly bright on that screen. This screen, not so much, but that screen, it's like lime green. I don't know which I prefer. This is kind of more like a Razor green or a Monster Energy green on this screen. Drywall green. Sort of seeing what we're working with now, chat? What it's going to start looking like? Obviously we're going to add more colours and stuff. But it's basically just to like convey a sense of motion. That's the mission. Try and get some energy out of it. You want it to look like powerful and impressive, right? Ba bam ba bam ba. Sonic boom. Don't know why I just did that. Ba ba bum. Definitely think we're going to have to do a much quicker, smaller project after this one. Because I can't be doing this every time. I don't want to whine, chat, but wah, you know? At the same time, wah. Aside from anything else, it just means that it's not as fresh, the streams, right? It's like, oh, we're doing this again. Okay. sure. Like every stream kind of feels the same. All we're doing is Sesame Street Fighter. Bum, 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 bum. So you want to convey the movement, right? Like these sweeping, long sweeping lines going this way, like from here to here. So everything kind of follows that arc. Same here, which is what creates the shape here, right? Bum bum bum, bum bum. Okay, now we need to think about this. How did we do this? Okay, it's just a couple. Okay. Okay, I need to close some of these down, man. There's too many things open. Gonna add in some darker shades. You want to kind of mainly focus these bits on like these tail areas at the end of the motion, because you want the most, where the action is starting from here, like here and here, to be the brightest and the most vibrant, right? And then further away, where it's kind of waning away a bit, can kind of get darker, right? I mean, I'm saying that like I draw sonic booms every day. Just saying this is how I'm approaching it right now. There's no rule. You kind of think of it as like, it's like plasma, right? But if you think of it as like a thick liquid, where would it kind of pool in some of these areas, right? That's where you want it to be darker. See how it's kind of darker here and lighter here, because we didn't do as much over there. Now we're going to do the same thing but with highlights, right? And so it's reversed now. These areas of high energy, you want lots of light. So you want to use your highlights more freely there, and then more sparingly back here where there's less energy, right? And again, you're following this line, like this kind of shape all the time. Actually, what we should do before we continue is get rid of these white parts. And then we can see what it looks like with colour, right? It's all coming together. Starting to happen, chat. Is that the same shade of green as that? Yeah, it's bizarre. What do we think for our next big art project on stream, chat? Anyone got any ideas? Stuff they want to see? I'm open to suggestions, as long as it isn't something that's going to take me 300 years to do. 300 years, quite frankly, chat, is too many. Too much. I don't think I've got that in me. I'm almost certain I don't. D&D stuff could be cool. Yeah. I had thought about doing that. Doing like some generic character portraits or whatever. So we could maybe do that. Maybe talk a little bit about character design. And we can do that in a style that doesn't take, 4 hours for each one. Oh, what am I doing? This is the wrong edge of this. Which kind of isn't the case with this, right? Actually, each of these probably has taken more than 4 hours each, right? On average. Because it's usually 2 streams from the penciling stage. And the penciling stage probably took about half an hour for each, maybe more. It's been 20 years, it has, yeah, I've gotten old. If each stream is 2 hours, then it takes 4 hours from the penciling stage. Although the Henry Akuma did it? Because we finished that today. So that probably took about 2.5, 3 hours from the pencils. Look, either way, it's too long. It's too long to maintain, you know, entertaining fresh content, I think. But it will all be worth it in the end. I'm off now, Amanda. Have a good stream. Gravy, 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 gravy. I don't need your gravy in my chat, alright? It's Waz or nothing. Well, you're allowed to gravy, but come on now. Either way, have a swell evening. Enjoy your broccoli. Purple stem or otherwise. That's better. That's more like it. Now you're speaking my language. the one rebel gravy gets in the end there. The gravy of discontent. Okay, right, let's do some halftones. And then we'll add a bit of a fade in the background and then we can call it a day, I think. Whoops. Need to change the old pen there. Don't worry, chat. I remembered which one we used this time. It's fine. I gotcha. This needs to be a reasonable size. Parfait. And again here we're just adding different layers of shade so that it's not all one solid colour. Well, I mean it is still one solid colour, but this technique adds a sort of a gradient, right? When viewed from afar. Kind of helps transition some of those areas. I can actually turn that layer of this layer off now. And again, as well as adding darker areas, right? As well as darkening up lighter areas, you can lighten up darker areas like this. By just flipping around which colour you use. So here you use a light colour on a dark colour, it lightens it up, right? But if you use a darker colour on a light colour, it darkens it. Pretty self-explanatory. You would think. And then you get something that looks like this. Ba-bum, bum. in terms of where I do it and why, it's kind of just a bit of trial and error and a bit of just, looks like I need a bit there, let's try that. It looks like I need a bit there, try that. You're kind of just winging it, basically. Sort of make it however you want, as long as it adheres to the right rules of light and stuff like that. Ain't no one can tell you that it's wrong. Whoops. For fuck's sake. Did we have... Yeah, there's a little bit of white in that one, so let's add a little bit of white in this one. Some areas. Ba-bum. Kind of doing this backwards now, doing the half turns first and then the block colour after, but that's okay, it's just the way that the pen's worked out, like which way I had it round. Not the end of the world. Right, and then the last thing to do is to create an outer glow effect, but not hot pink. Let's in fact select a nice green colour, like that. Decrease the size a bit and increase the spread a bit, maybe? No, decrease the spread. Is there a way to angle it? It'd be nice to angle it. Whoa, we don't want that. I guess you could add a drop shadow that might kind of do the same sort of thing. If you put it there, make the distance higher, spread, same, and then fade it like that. Is that better? Probably. I think both. Like that. Save that. So it looks like this in the end, chat. It's got an outer glow on the whole edge, but this side's got more. So it looks kind of like it's going this way. Creates that kind of sense of motion, right? Like it's fading off this way. Okay, and then let's rasterize the layer style so that we can copy this onto, say, what will maybe one day be the final thing. It's going to go off the screen here. We're going to have to move it in. So if we put it like closer in. I mean, this isn't the final layout for the final piece, so this is just to get an idea of what sort of thing we might make. Yeah, if we do that and then bring him in a bit. Like... like that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we can put Henry Akuma on there as well. If we just... well, let's save this first. Save. Then let's rasterize this. Then Command E them. Copy this to here. It needs to be at the bottom. Yeah, see, you're just going to lose all of the cool stuff that we did with the Akuma, right? Like the kanji on the background, if we leave the layout like this. So we're definitely going to have to change the layout. Also, obviously, Bison's eyes are now red, but I'll fix that in a moment. I want it to be this. That's better. This is the wrong copy of Bison as well because it's got all the whites still on it, which aren't meant to be there. But this is just to give us a rough idea of what the whole thing might look like when it's done. Beautiful. Something like that is where we're at. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's fine. It's done anyway, so. I basically just saved that with all the layers combined, so now there's no version of it with the layers separated, but oh well, life goes on. So now all that's left to do is Ryumo and Big Lee. And in the way that we've got it set up at the moment, Ryumo's going to go here on this side. Big Lee's going to go sort of here. Although again, that is very much subject to change. But just the way that this is set up right now, that's how it's going to be. So that's what we'll do next time. Chat. We'll do. We'll start on Ryumo. Sound good? Good. But for today, I'm going to call it. I think, because there's no point starting on this now, because it's going to take us ages and ages and ages. So we're just going to have to do a 1.5 hour stream today, chat. Yeah, and then next week. I don't know when it's going to be next week. It might have to be a sort of early on Wednesday, like maybe at midday. Or maybe really late on Wednesday, like at 7 PM, something like that. Or another day. I'll let you know when I know, though, chat. And I will see you then, hopefully. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Check out if you've missed any streams or whatever. They're all on my YouTube channel, so you can check them out there. And yeah, don't be afraid to follow. Join the Fridge Gang, and then you'll get a notification on when I next stream next. And yeah, I'll try and do one this weekend. Something fun. I'll try and come up with something fun to do this weekend, maybe, if I can work it in. If not, next week sometime. I'll see you then, chat. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay chill, Fridge Gang. Stay refrigerated. Peace out. See you later. Bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.